Time to light the fires. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW, and this is the Danger Zone. And we are getting ready to kick things off here tonight with newcomer Jason Adams atop the rampart. Nemo Gill over on TikTok, thank you for following. And welcome everyone to XFW. This is the Danger Zone. Thank you for tuning in tonight, whether you are on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or directly on bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in tonight here to XFW Danger Zone. We've got a hell of a program for you tonight. Do not hit that minimize button. A lot of digital wrestling action coming your way. Why does he wear those sunglasses inside the arena? How the hell can he see? I know we got some bright lights in there, but I mean, there's no need for that. But to each their own, I guess. This is the world of professional wrestling, and not a lot makes sense at times. Calvin D. Harmon, thank you for liking the stream over on Facebook. Marshall Foskett, thank you for getting our chat going.
And
his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, former two-time XFW Internet Champion, Bishop Holmes. Calvin, thank you for sharing as well. Thank you, folks, for spamming the like button over on TikTok. Keep those likes coming. Thank you, folks, for the likes and shares already on Facebook. There are a couple of folks that are now tuning in over on YouTube. Thank you, guys, for joining us. And as always, our fans over on Twitch. Nicholas, longtime friend, thank you for tuning in to XFW here tonight. Welcome to the Danger Zone. Dick saying he wants the Maniacal Manimals. Longtime XFW fans know that the Maniacal Glee has recently teamed up with the guy known as the Manimal. You've seen the... Ooh, Jesus! Bishop Holmes coming out of the gate with a knee to the face. But I was going to say, we see the Maniacal Glee team up with the Manimal. We know the havoc that Glee wreaks here in XFW. And now we're starting to see the insanity over in High Ground Pro Wrestling as Glee is now torturing those poor folks. And the fact that he's teamed up with the Manimal, it has only gotten worse for everyone around them. The two have formed a kinship and has become, quite frankly, folks, unbearable. You guys have heard how I personally don't care for the Maniacal Glee, how he bothers me here in XFW. Commissioner JD has signed a cross-promotion agreement with High Ground Pro Wrestling, and Glee has become their first sign. And quite frankly, they can keep them, folks. Right now, Jason Adams with a kick to the midsection on Bishop Holmes. Stay tuned, folks. We got a lot of wrestling action coming your way here tonight on XFW. Adams with a nice suplex, snapping. Cover across lateral press here on Bishop Holmes, but no hook in the leg. The forearm across the face. Holmes now with a counter hip toss. Bishop Holmes is not the biggest dog in the fight, but the man, pound for pound, is one of the most powerful wrestlers in XFW. Going for a springboard, but Adams crawling out of the way. Holmes able to avoid, or Holmes not able to get the springboard in action. Collar double tie-up. Holmes able to wind up, going to send Adams up and over the top rope. Crashing out to the arena floor, a little pose down there for Holmes before he gets to the outside. Jarius Jackson, thank you for the comments. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. Bishop Holmes now in control of this match. Holmes, the veteran in this contest. Ooh, head first into the apron goes the AKA Blacksmith, Jason Adams. Bishop Holmes now leading him around the outside. Maria trying to get these guys back inside. Here we go. Jarius Jackson, thank you for liking the stream. Both men now back inside. Adams now hopes it. Ooh! Half and half suplex. Holmes rolling out of the ring wisely. Adams though off the ropes, full head of steam. Coming in, both men going in the air. No one coming up with much of anything at all. Right hand now by Adams. Holmes now going to fire back with a slap across the face. Here we go. Exchange back and forth here. Adams now with a open hand slap. Knife edge chop. Oh, Bishop Holmes calling for it. Adams going to light him. And look at Holmes again. And he just baited him. Holmes baited him. And now taking control. And it's a Gurney. Adams fell for it. Bishop Holmes absorbing lateral press. Leg is hooked. That's how you make a pin. But a kick out again by Adams. Knife edge chop. Here comes Holmes firing up. And the press slam again. Showing that power down goes Jason Adams. Holmes going to, Bishop Holmes going to use the very loose rules here in XFW laid out by Commissioner JD, and the table has been set up at ringside. This is only our first matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but Adams catching him. European uppercut to the back of the head. Adams now with him on his shoulders. Thought he was going to toss him outside the ring there. Decided to go for a shoulder tackle. Bishop Holmes up and over, looking for the moonsault. Nobody home. Back to the turnbuckle now. Holmes in trouble. Adams with the windup. Drives him. Shoulder first. Into that steel ring post. Holmes now in trouble. Right hand. Hooks him up around. Teardrop suplex. I haven't seen anyone use that in 20 years. Cover here, now the leg is hooked by Adams, but a kick out again by Bishop Holmes. Holmes trying to get back to his feet. Adams, big clothesline in the corner. Adams now clearly in control of this contest. Kick to the midsection. Adams gonna hoist him up. Oh no, walking Holmes over to the apron. Oh my God. The power bomb. Driving him down to the canvas. Holmes now on the outside. Jason charging it. Ooh! The table collapsing under the weight of Bishop Holmes. Holmes now reeling into the steel steps. Jason Adams now again setting that table up at ringside. Adams going back in. Why did he go back inside? Oh, he's just going to play with the audience now. Bishop Holmes taking time to recover, running around the ring. Where Bishop Holmes, he's on a sprint here. Bishop Holmes, oh, be careful, we're running out of gas at this point. Here comes Adams again and catch him with a clothesline. Thank you, Alex, over on TikTok for following us. Thank you very much. Both men now back inside the ring. Alexander now, ooh, chin buster by Holmes. Turns the tide, hoisting him up, holding on. Oh my, dear Lord, he brained him. Holmes just decimated Jason Adams. Elbow shot now by Adams. Front face lock. Looking for something here. Oh! Dropped him on his skull. Holy hell! Jason Adams. You could definitely call that an upset. Adams pinning Bishop Holmes with a modified Falcon Arrow, but dumped him square on his forehead in the middle of the canvas. Adams had an impressive debut a few weeks ago, but not to this degree. Here's the teardrop. I've not seen that style of suplex done in quite some time. I really thought he was going to dump him on the outside of the ring with that powerbomb. Bishop Holmes fighting back for everything he's worth. The back elbow there by Jason Adams, able to set this move up here, and watch as he dumps. You see how Bishop Holmes' head and forehead are the first thing to touch that canvas. All his weight behind him. The C4 and C5 are definitely going to feel that in his neck. That was devastating maneuver by the Blacksmith, Jason Adams. What a way to open up XFW here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. And we are just getting started. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight on XFW. As always, if you guys weren't tuning in on the numerous platforms that we do broadcast on, we would not be doing it here for you, but thank you for tuning in. My camera is not set. Hold on there, folks. Hold on there. A little bit better. I actually been messing around while on my camera, setting up some stuff for our friends over at High Ground Pro Wrestling. We are still not centered. We got to go a little bit that way. There we go. Welcome, folks, to XFW. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Again, thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments we've already got. We're going to fix our green screen on this side because I am all kinds of discombobulated today. But as I said, we're setting some stuff up for our friends over at High Ground Pro Wrestling. The poor folks that signed the Maniacal Glee. And folks, as we said, Nicholas Indiglio, I always get your name wrong, so I apologize. Bringing up, he wants the Maniacal Manimals. That's a double-edged sword, folks. I have seen the anyone who's an XFW fan knows the shenanigans that the Maniacal Glee brings to us here. The stuff that he does in back. The fact that we have to lock the catering room so Glee doesn't even go and screw with the food just because he thinks it's funny. We are now seeing this kind of things happening over at High Ground Pro Wrestling. Now, for some reason, the audience resonates with the Maniacal Glee. They chant for Bruce. I don't know why. And now, Glee has found himself a new best friend in the Manimal. And this has only magnified the stupidity of the Maniacal Glee. And not only that, but he's amplifying what I'm not even sure what to call the Manimal and what he does other than growling, biting, chewing on turnbuckles, eating about 60 Rice Krispie treats before anything goes on. It's a whole thing, folks. It's a whole thing. But High Ground, I wish you the best of luck with the Maniacal. And we're going to continue our matches here at XFW. Head down to ringside as Rex Bishop, the Beast, takes to the ring next on XFW Danger Zone. Nicholas Prince, thank you for joining us here on Facebook. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone, as here comes the Beast, Rex Bishop.
From Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 315 pounds, the Beast, Rex Bishop.
Bishop has been an absolute monster here at XFW. His wife almost capturing the XFW Women's Championship a few months ago. Now currently out as they are expecting a child. This man, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a father that is terrifying. I'd be afraid he's going to eat the baby. We've seen Rex Bishop, the anger levels that he has. It took Bishop a long time to actually win matches because he didn't give a rat's ass about any rules, never attempted to pin anybody. It was his wife that was actually able to really hone in and teach him the rules of the squared circle. He was only here to punch, kick, and sometimes bite. Nicholas Prince, thank you for liking the stream. And ladies and gentlemen, returning to XFW,
And his opponent,
Blake the Body Harris.
weighing in at 263 pounds, Blake the Body
The former world champion bodybuilder, former two-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion, Blake the Body Harris, the owner and operator of Body by Blake, weight supplements, weightlifting, anything you can think of, equipment. Blake the Body Harris has taken on his own word. He took a while off from XFW, starting his own business, his workout routines, his own fitness equipment. Good Lord. Is it possible that Harris looks bigger than he was before here? Here we go. And already a right hand. Ooh. These two monsters are now going to blast each other back and forth. Harris, as I was saying, is it possible he looks bigger than the last run he was here in XFW? As these two slug it out hard and fast. Already, Harris with a shot to the face. Harris now chopping away at Rex Bishop like a lumberjack with an axe, but you see the height difference that Bishop has, but Harris is easily one of the strongest men in XFW. And again, a former world bodybuilding champion. Harris gonna crank up that arm and charge into the corner. Good Lord, he lifted Bishop off the canvas with that clothesline. We got a cover already. Quick 2 count, Mike Katara, our head referee, with a 2 count. Both men getting back to their feet. Harris going to keep the offense going here. Collar and elbow tie up. Harris going to pick up this beast, 270 pounds. Harris picks him up like he's a sack of cauliflower. Rights and lefts now for the former World Heavyweight Champion. Remember back in 2019 was the year of Blake the Body Harris. Harris went right to the top after breaking ties with his then-time partner, Seth Walker. The two went on a bitter rivalry for #1 contendership where Harris won and then went on to win the World Heavyweight Championship and actually decimated everyone that challenged him for that. He actually beat the Maniacal Glee in 17 seconds in Glee's only ever World Heavyweight Championship match. Harris now hoisting him up. Harris with the back and holding on again to the beast. Harris tossing him. And again, Harris looking good in his return match here at XFW. Good Lord. Quick cover here. Whoa. Rex kicking out before a 1 count. Collar will tie up. Bishop now throws him into the ropes. Both men now going to pose down, but whoa. Knockout shot to Harris by Rex Bishop right there. Bishop now with a combination of shots, big headbutt, sends Harris down to the canvas. Bishop now in the corner. What is this? Harris. Oh! What a shot to the head by Rex Bishop. Watch this shot, folks. The replay in your upper left corner. Watch this forearm. Boom! Almost took out. What is this? What is this? Harris in a world of hurt here. Bishop stretching him out, modified. I don't know what the hell you call that. But Bishop is stretching out Harris. He's got to use those massive legs, if anything, to try to get out of this hole. Harris has to tap. Harris has to tap. Holy cow. Holy cow. I have never seen the beast Rex Bishop use a submission hold. That was new, and wow, was it effective. Some ring rust on Blake the Body Harris, who was dominating this move, or this match. And then Bishop coming back. This turned the tide right here, folks. This move turned the tide right there. And then locking on this, Harris had nowhere to go in a very awkward position. And Harris, wow. The Beast, Rex Bishop, chalks up another win here in XFW. He's feeling the pain, but he picked up the victory. I'm sure his wife AJ is watching at home, clapping, applauding her husband. Wow, what a win. The Beast victorious tonight on XFW Danger Zone. I have never in my career here as a commentator for XFW seen Rex Bishop latch on a submission hold. And let alone, I can probably count on one hand how many times I've seen Blake the Body Harris tap out, folks. That was truly an impressive matchup between two monsters. Harris obviously showing some ring rust. It's been a while since he's been inside the ring. And again, we know the entourage just came back to XFW. And those guys are blown up. They are massive. They took a year off. And it turns out they had teamed up with Blake the Body Harris because now the entourage has their own workout facility. And they teamed up with Harris and are selling Body by Blake supplements and workout paraphernalia in their facility. But Harris got a little bit more work to do inside the square circle right now, folks. We're heading down your ringside for tag team action as the Core goes up against the Cosa Nostra next on XFW Danger Zone. And again, folks, thank you for tuning in XFW tonight, whether you are on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or Bloodsport6.com. And here comes the Cosa Nostra and the boss, Antonio Carino, the World Heavyweight Champion, walking his men down to the arena. The Hammer, Tony Vincent, the loose cannon, Billy Rucci. And their boss, Antonio Carino, the World Heavyweight Champion, accompanying them to the ring. Our chat already booing. Rucci and Vincent were tag team champions for over a year and a half here in XFW. They dominated the tag team division for a number of years. But a lot of it had to do with the man in the middle, who is now our World Heavyweight Champion. The boss interjecting himself time and time in the matches. Now our music's frozen. I apologize. And here comes the Core.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 438.
Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott.
And Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, the Core.
The Core making their way out. These two former rivals, now tag team, put their differences aside, looking for opportunity for tag team gold. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet going to start things off here with Billy Rucci. And here we go. Sweet charge across the ring. Showtime Shane Black, thank you for liking the stream. Our first ever Grand Slam champion, Showtime Shane Black. Oh! Brutal strike there by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Derek Kirk, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for joining us here in XFW Danger Zone. Sweet showing that combination that he likes to use. A decent striker and a combination technical wrestler, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. But here comes Billy Rucci firing right back. Rucci goes for, oh! Sweet blocked the soul kick, but did not see the super kick coming, caught him right under the jaw. The boss watching on, tag, in comes the Hammer, Tony Vincent. Double team maneuver coming up here for the Cosa Nostra back elbows. Tony Vincent now the legal man in the ring. The Hammer now with a shot to the midsection. Side headlock, ooh, punch right to the jaw. And now clubbing shots across the thick of the back, the Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Ooh. Mr. Random 716 asking if we'd like to know a fun fact. Who doesn't like to know fun facts? Ushered in the turnbuckle now by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Ooh! Big right hand again from the Hammer, Tony Vincent. Vincent now going after the arm. Ooh! Big clothesline there. And now repeated shots. Cover here. Only a 1 count. Where that? Oh, we got a chair in the ring already. We got a chair in the ring already. The boss, Antonio Carino, throwing a chair into the ring. Sweet, catch him in the hip toss. Cartwheel into a knee strike. Mr. Random says his birthday is December 18th. This is Trish Stratus, Stone Cold, and RVD. That is a lot of WWE legends with the same birthday. I did not know that. Thank you, Mr. Random. That's actually a pretty damn good fun fact. Thank you, sir. Over on TikTok. Sweet now. Ooh! Dumping the hammer on the back of his skull. Brutal shot there. By, ooh, knee strike now. Up. Oh, my God. On the chair. Bad boy Marshall Sweet with that reverse hurricanrana. And the hammer now rolling out of the ring. Hiding behind his boss. Mr. Amazing now tied in, and Mr. Amazing with that chair. Uh-oh. Mr. Amazing coming on the outside now. Better watch out. Oh, the boss. Oh, here we go. Antonio Carino getting involved. Throw! And throwing. Mr. Amazing into the steel, stepping on the hammer, taking time. And now tossing him. And now here goes Billy Rucci. And these are the tactics we... Oh! See the Cosa Nostra use. The World Heavyweight Champion getting involved in this matchup. Billy Rucci now. It's a mugging on the outside. It's a mugging on the outside to Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. The hammer now with a press slam on Mr. Amazing. That's a long way up and even a longer way down. Right hand now. Hoisting him up. Oh! He's going for belly back suplex, turned into a modified power bomb. The hammer driving Aiden Scott down to the canvas, but barely a 2 count. Aiden able to get the shoulder up. Aiden Scott, a former XFW Internet and United States champion. XFW fun fact, Aiden Scott and Mr. Amazing have traded back and forth both of those titles repeatedly. Irish shipping now into the ropes. Mr. Amazing up and down spine buster. Drives him down to the canvas. Tag back in comes in loose cannon. Billy Rucci. Mr. Amazing now being singled out. Ooh, neckbreaker now by Rucci. Oh, Rucci. Thumb across the throat, signaling he's had enough of Mr. Amazing. Gonna hoist him up. Oh, Aiden Scott with an elbow to the back of the skull. And now Mr. Amazing with a body shot. Amazing now hoist him up. Into the shoulder breaker. Amazing with an opportunity here. Needs to get back to Bad Boy Marshall Sweet to keep hopes alive for the core. Shoots him in the turnbuckle. Maria better get the hell out of the way. Tag. In comes Sweet. Former 2-time World Heavyweight Champion is shot to the midsection. And now here comes Sweet again. Sweet now off the ropes. Oh! Pele kick to the skull of Billy Rucci. Drag him to the center of the ring, looking for a pin opportunity. Lateral press, leg is hooked. But a kick out by Rucci. Rucci slow to get back to his feet here. Mr. Amazing on the outskirts. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet with a tap. Oh! Sweet now up and down. Nice kick up by Sweet into a leg drop. Mr. Amazing got taken off the canvas there. Sweet going to the outside. Rucci trying to get back to his corner. Sweet pulling out a ladder. The crowd erupting. Wasting too much time. Diving tag. Here comes the big man. Off the ropes. And nobody home. Sweet possibly looking for the cutter. But gets caught by the hammer. And again, the hammer just hammering down, pun intended, on Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Ooh! Hammer shot to the head. And in comes Mr. Amazing, and Tony Vincent just taunting him. But Sweet, Amazing, catch him with a knee strike. Off the top, looking for the moonsault, nobody home. Vincent able to dodge out of the way. Sweet still down. Big right hand now. Gonna hoist him up. Ooh, takes him up, dumps him on the back of his head. And turns him inside out with a clothesline and a cover. Here comes Sweet to make the save. Mr. Amazing laying prone. That ladder in the ring is not a good look for the core. What is this? Up on the shoulders. Oh! Alabama slam. Oh, sweet! Taken off the apron by Tony Vincent. Oh, head first in that exposed turnbuckle. Tag in comes Rucci. The loose cannon. Rucci up on the middle ropes. Come off, hammer shot across the arm. Mr. Amazing, though, fighting back. Shoots him in the turnbuckle, able to recover. Tag in comes Sweet again. What is this here? Oh, he's going to launch him. Sweet going to go high. Extra torque from Mr. Amazing and taking out Billy Rucci. Sweet now lining up the shot here. Rucci with a back elbow. Ooh, and a running knee strike now from Rucci. Sweet wasted too much time. Rucci now going to hoist him up. Sweet with a counter. Up and over the shoulders. Takes him out the knees. Back and forth between this action. Here comes Rucci again, firing back at rights and lefts. The core looking for tag team opportunity. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet wants to be a Grand Slam champion. He needs the tag team titles to do so. What the hell's Rucci doing? Rucci with Sweet. Ooh! Dumps him right in the corner. Ooh, shoves him into Maria. Oh, but misses a knee strike, but a knife edge chop. The crowd booing. What is this? Ooh! Body's going for a Russian leg sweep. Rucci now with that ladder. Again, setting it up right in front of Sweet. What the hell? No, he's not. Rucci going all the way to the top here. Sweet getting back to his feet, but here comes Rucci with a drop kick. Holy cow! The crowd chanting, "This is awesome." I've got to agree, I've never seen Rucci do anything of the sort like that. Holy cow. Now that ladder in the corner, Sweet trying to recover from that drop kick. Maria needs to get the hell out of the way. That's the second time Sweet's been tossed into her. And now Sweet. Oh no. Knife edge chop again. Sweet is in trouble right now. And again, that exposed steel in the corner. Tag, in comes the hammer, Tony Vincent. Rucci not leaving the ring yet. Sweet is it? Oh, Sweet dodges out of the way. Sweet with the right hand. Sweet now. Oh, BFT! BFT by Sweet. Out of nowhere, lights him up and a kick out again. By the hammer. Sweet, ooh. Both men missing their attempts there. But Sweet back to his feet into the turnbuckle. He'll be looking, oh, no, Sweet going to the outside. Not going for, is that a door? Where the hell did they get a door? Sweet putting it back inside, but gets caught. Vincent right there waiting for him. Ooh! Dumps him on the back of his skull. Oh no. Misses the clothesline. Enziguri! Sweet with a counter. Not sure what they're doing. Where did they get a door? And now, of course, it's the worst camera angle in the history of wrestling. Elbow shot there by Rucci. Again in that turnbuckle. Sweet comes right back out with a drop kick. Unbelievable back and forth between these two teams, vying for a ranking spot in the tag team division. Uh-oh. Sweet lining up the shot here. Sweet drives the knee. Momentum carries him right out of the ring. Vincent getting back to his feet, trying to shake off the cobwebs. And now a table again by Sweet. How much crap is under the ring tonight? Billy Rucci trying to get a piece of Sweet. Sweet with a knee strike. Rucci's not the legal man, and Sweet takes him out. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet is eliminating everybody in this matchup. Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott now on the outside. Hook kick. Sweet now with Billy Rucci and lights him up. Super kick on the outside to the Hammer, Tony Vincent. The Core is walking away with this matchup. Almost a brainbuster, but the Hammer turns it around. Oh, and sends him into the barricade. Back inside we go. Shots down by Sweet. Knife edge chop. Back and forth, here we go. Uh-oh, hooks him up. Oh! Drives him face first. 2. But a kick out again by Sweet. Oh, God. The Hammer's busted open. Sweet does not look good. Dragging him over to home territory. Head first again into that turnbuckle. Thank you, Tommy G, for liking the stream. Big knee strike. Tag, in comes Billy Rucci. Rucci now in control. Bad Boy Marshall in a bad way. Rucci hooks him up. Oh, we've seen this in the past. And the DDT. That arm is hooked. Tony Vincent coming in the ring. Holy cow, the Cosa Nostra. The Cosa Nostra with the victory. The Cosa Nostra with a hard-fought victory here. The Core really started to dominate in the later portion of this matchup. But quite frankly, I think the Core got a little overzealous. They tried to use the tactics that the Cosa Nostra has used in the past. And I don't think it panned out well for Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Got taken out on the outside by the Hammer, Tony Vincent, leaving Bad Boy Marshall Sweet to fend for himself for quite some time. And allowed the Cosa Nostra, and right here, Billy Rucci, with this devastating DDT we've seen him use before. Boom! And Sweet unable to recover. And the Cosa Nostra get the victory.
Billy Rucci and the Hammer, Tony Vincent.
The Cosa Nostra victorious tonight on XFW. The Cosa Nostra with a victory tonight, folks. And again, we've seen more and more as they continue to build momentum here in XFW. And the biggest thing about the Cosa Nostra right now is the fact that Antonio Carino is the XFW World Heavyweight Champion. Carino cashing in the Extreme Opportunity briefcase to become the World Heavyweight Champion. And now he knows who the new number one contender is. And that is Hiro Katsuyori, who will be in action later on tonight here on XFW Danger Zone. But right now we're going to head down ringside. The XFW Internet Champion, Blake Steiner, in action up against newcomer Yori Cho next in XFW Danger Zone.
The following contest.
And here comes Yori Cho.
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan. Weighing in.
Cho has made a solid impression here in XFW. His debut matchup against Tiger Ramirez in an exhibition match, as Cho was just traveling to New York City where XFW is holding a show. The two brought down the house. Match of the night easily. The Tiger Ramirez with the victory. And then Raiden Yamashita stepping up next to challenge Cho as his first official match in XFW. And Yori Cho able to come up with the victory. And tonight in a non-title matchup will go up against Blake Steiner, the grandson of Morgan Steiner. Yori Cho, multi-time champion over at All Pro Japan, as well as a number of other promotions. Over in the land of the rising sun. I wish I could change that stinger. And his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, one of the members of the Entourage, under the tutelage of Morgan Steiner, the XFW Internet Champion, Blake Steiner.
Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 261 pounds, the Extreme Internet Champion, Blake Steiner.
Blake, the grandson of that man with the neck brace, who probably still does not need that neck brace, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be honest. Morgan Steiner's been sporting that damn thing for 2 years. I know he's an elderly man. I know he got beat up by Seth Walker, and I sympathize. But I think he's using it as a ploy. I think he's using it as a tactic. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off. Roy Cho coming out of the gate with a knife edge chop. Overhand chop now. Whoa, but Steiner charging through and catching with that shoulder tackle. Standing moonsault now by the XFW Internet Champion. Dodging out of the way. Hammer shot to the midsection, European uppercut. Steiner now going after the arm. Cho has been impressive in the ring so far in his 2 matches he had here in XFW. Collar elbow tie. Both men struggling now for... Oh, Yori going to shove him down in a test of strength there. Ooh, but here comes Steiner back with the right hand. Grandpa, what's he doing on the apron? Morgan Steiner's up on the apron a second ago. And Yori again going to show some power. Up and over. Crucifix driver. Down goes the champion. Right hook now by Yori. Yori now again with the crucifix. This time pinning combination, but a quick kick out by the champion, Blake Steiner. Steiner trying to get himself back to his feet. Here comes Yori. Oh my God! Both men up and over the ropes. Yori Cho putting his career on the line. Both going up and over. And now these two slugging it out on the outside. Knife edge chops there by Cho. Steiner can overpower him and send him into the steel steps. So far, every match that Yori Cho has been in here in XFW has become a highlight reel for both him and his opponent. Up to a 6 count right now. They need to get back inside the ring. Yori Cho being drugged around by Steiner. Steiner sends him back inside. Cho trying to get back to his feet here. Shot to the midsection. Yori with a counter. Shoots him into the ropes. Oh, and takes him out the knee. Grandpa was up on the apron. And Grandpa took a turnbuckle pad off. We've got an exposed ring. Yori now with the leg breaker. Ooh, follows through with the dragon whip. Yori gonna schoolboy him up. Shoulders are down with a quick kick out. Near the ropes is Steiner. Again, folks, thank you for tuning in, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in to XFW tonight. Yori Cho setting Steiner up on the top rope. Big right hand. Both men now on the top rope. Yori. Ooh! Big impact. Both men down. Big suplex. We got a cover here by Cho, but a kick out again by Steiner. The crowd now with a "This is awesome" chant. Cho with an Irish whip. Blake with a counter. Up and over the top rope goes Cho. And Steiner now on the outside. Blake pulling out. How many tables are underneath this ring tonight? Oh, whoa, whoa, Grandpa! What the hell, Grandpa? Interjecting himself. Just grabbed a handful of hair of Cho. And now threw a hockey stick in the ring. And a spear! The spear from Steiner just leveled Cho. But he gets the shoulder up. Cho with a crucifix again. The champion's shoulders are down with a kick out. The crowd now with a fight forever chant. Oh, sling blade. Devastating sling blade by Yori Cho is now setting up the table. Morgan Steiner having words with Maria. Blake into the table. Cho gonna look at a suplex the champion through the table and down goes Blake Steiner. The crowd with "This is awesome" chant. He's gonna hoist him up. Elbow shot to the face. Kick to the midsection now by Blake. Blake hoisting him up. Looking for the power bomb. Where the hell's he taking him? Oh my God! Face first goes Cho. He's busted open. And now a hockey stick. Hockey stick by the counter by Yori Cho. Kick to the midsection. Beautiful suplex. Into a pinning combination by Yori. And a kick out again by the champion. Cho thought he had that one. You can see the look of disappointment on his face as these two continue to battle back and forth. Cho now with a waist lock. German suplex. All impact, no bridge. Cho trying to get this capacity crowd behind him. I don't think it's much of a problem. What is this? Hoisting him up. Oh! Dumps him on his head. And again, a kick out by the champion. Blake going to the outside. Yori Cho going all the way up top. Cho coming off senton. High risk, high reward move by Cho. Cho now with a shot. Steiner grabbing on a head full of hair, hoisting him up with the shoulders. Steiner, boom! Face first across the apron. Cho's eyes making contact. Where the hell's he going? Cho getting back inside the ring. Cho catching him. Oh, and a right hand now by Steiner. Steiner coming up and a beautiful power slam counter by Yori Cho. That was ridiculous. And now Cho looking for the Fire Thunder Driver again. No, tombstone. Tombstone. Tombstone by Yori Cho. Tombstone by Yori Cho. And he gets the 3 count. Yori Cho with the Tombstone Pile Driver just defeated the XFW Internet Champion. Holy cow! Peter Pan saying CT is absolutely right. Those moves are unforgiving. Marshall Foskett saying that was impressive. Here's the suplex through the table early on in this matchup. Yori Cho has done nothing but impress the XFW fans since he's been here. And again, Blake Steiner, in his own right, was an outstanding matchup. But Yori Cho pulling this here, folks, this modified Fisherman's Buster. An unbelievable move. But just a phenomenal 5-star match between both these guys. But Yori Cho coming up with the win with a Tombstone Pile Driver. And gets the victory here tonight on XFW Danger Zone. Wow. An unbelievable back and forth matchup between two stellar professional wrestlers here in XFW. And again, folks, Yori Cho has exploded onto the scene here in our promotion. Again, his first match with Tiger Ramirez was an unsanctioned match. It was just here to display his skills, come in, have a fun match with Tiger Ramirez, and it took the XFW crowd's breath away. And it was so much impressive that the XFW brass, the head honchos, the guys that make all the decisions, reached out with a contract to Yoricho, who signed on, and his next match was against Raiden Yamashita, and again, another barn burner. The two did an outstanding matchup, and now a victory over the XFW Internet Champion. Folks, Yoricho is on fire. Now I'm just trying to find the music for our next matchup because I lost it again. Every now and again, there we go. Pretzel Rocks, the what we use for all our music, sometimes just changes my stuff up all the time. It's quite annoying, but I digress. The XFW #1 contender, the challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by the boss Antonio Carino. Hiro Katsuyori in action next. Now, we've seen Hiro in the past few weeks go up against both members of the Kosha Nostra, being the Hammer, Tony Vincent, and the Loose Cannon, Billy Rucci. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, another wrench thrown in the works by Antonio Carino. Tonight, Hiro Katsuyori is forced to go up against Tony Farah, the massive 500-plus pound brute, the donut-eating, mashed potato-looking Tony Farah, folks. Let's head down to ringside. That matchup starts right now. Again, folks, thank you for joining us here tonight. No matter what platform you're watching us on, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, or directly on Bloodsource6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise. But here comes the XFW #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Hiro Katsuyori. Katsuyori held on to the championship for about 12 seconds before Brian Blaze cashed in his opportunity to take the title away. Marshall Foskey and Hiro about to get hurt. I sincerely hope not. But I do feel like this matchup is set up just to do damage to Hiro Katsuyori, try to weaken him against the boss Antonio Carino. That's all the Kosha Nostra has been doing, is throwing obstacles at Hiro and dodging when the match will actually take place. Oh, here we go. Oh, you notice Antonio Carino's not out here now.
Representing the Cosa Nostra from Staten Island, New York, weighing in at 456 pounds.
Oh, 456. Tommy Faria lost a little bit of weight there. He's down to 456. The man looks like Jabba the Hutt ate Pizza the Hut and then took a crap. And we got Tommy Fiara. And again, folks, this is just more games by the Cosa Nostra. The Hammer, Tony Vincent, Billy Rucci just winning their tag team match earlier on against the Core. And I am willing to bet dollars to donuts this will not be a one-on-one matchup. The two thugs on the left-hand side of your screen are going to interject themselves in this matchup. They are definitely going to be involved. This is not going to be a fair matchup. It never is with the Cosa Nostra. Good Lord, those suspenders are doing some serious overtime. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Farah with the right hand. So Hiro Katsuyori firing right back. Not going to give the big man any reprieve. Katsuyori lighting him up. European uppercut, the big man's off his feet already. And here we go. The Hammer already on the apron trying to distract Hiro, but Hiro not playing those games. He's going to keep the pressure on Farah. Right hand again from Farah. Farah double tight now. Farah may have a strength advantage over Hiro. Oh, and brings him up and sends him down. How can that man move that fast? Oh my God. Oh my God. And he's going to go a second time. 450 pounds coming down across the chest of Hiro Katsuyori. How Big Tommy doesn't have a heart attack in the ring is beyond me. Hoisting up Katsuyori. Fall away slam. Katsuyori wildly rolling out of the ring. Yeah, Tommy's not climbing out of there. He's a hard enough time getting back in the ring. Hero on the way in. Here comes Tommy. Hero coming in with a knee strike. Quick cover here by Hero, but a kick out by the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Katsuyori now leading the big man around. Tommy's got to have some ring rust. He has not been in an XFW ring in a long, long time. Katsuyori now going after the legs of Tommy. Smart move by Katsuyori. If he can take out his knees, it'll be hard for Tommy to throw his weight around. Katsuyori easily the better technician, the better in-ring performer. But Faria has all the weight literally to put behind his moves. Big man now rolling outside the ring. And look at this. Hero Katsuyori now. Billy Rucci getting involved. Tommy. Oh! And right in a bad turn. Look at, here come the Cosa Nostra chasing him down. Katsuyori now putting a trash can in the ring. Big Tommy going to go to the outside. And look at him going to hide behind the other members of the Cosa Nostra. And here come the numbers games. Katsuyori trying to fight back here. Big Tommy going to pick him up above his head. Holy cow. He's going to show off those spaghetti muscles. Have another cannoli. Up to a 6 count. Hero tossed back inside. Up to an 8 count. Big man's got to get back inside. Here he comes. Katsuyori. Quicker on the dive. Hero. Ooh! Big Tommy into that exposed turnbuckle that his buddies exposed there, but it kicked out again by Tommy. Katsuyori now with a steel chair to the back. And another one. And Katsuyori blasting away. Wrapping up the arm now, trying to wear down the big man. Overhand wrist lock now by Katsuyori. Tommy landing shots out of the midsection, break the hold. Tommy now hoisting him up for a suplex. He's going to hold him up there now. Wow. Faria holding him way up and brings him down. Oh, really? There is no muscle to show off here, Tommy. And Hero's going to capitalize on the overconfidence and again send him into that exposed turnbuckle. Faria has not gone for one cover yet. Again, I don't think this match is about winning. I don't think this match is about winning at all. This is just about hurting and beating down Hero Katsuyori. And again, the big man with the press slam. And just again repeated shot. Oh, no. Again. That body press. And another one coming down. I don't know what he's trying to flex here. Oh, no, not a third one again. Katsuyori on the receiving end. We may need to stop this matchup. Katsuyori be wise to just get himself out of the ring and again, up and down. What are you flexing, you meatball? Katsuyori now in trouble. Big Tommy now going to toss him up over the top rope right at the feet of the other members of the corner. And here comes Billy Rucci. And here we go. The mugging begins as both members of the Cosa Nostra hammer away on the outside. Rucci throws him back in. And Farah there with a steel chair. And brings it down across the head. Katsuyori desperately trying to get back to his feet here. Wise misses the shot. Katsuyori with the right hand. Hero trying to pick him up and he can't do it. Big right hand now. Up. Oh my God. And a clothesline. Tommy now stand. Oh, look at that chair, the dents on that chair. What is this? Oh, he's got him up. Big high angle powerbomb. But no cover. No cover by Tommy. Far out with a table. I'm surprised he can get his knee up to get on the ring. Oh, here comes Katsiori! Ow! The suplex. How that table stayed in one piece, I don't know. But look at this. Look at this. Again. The Koshin Osha getting involved. And Katsiori doesn't see it coming. Again. Big Tommy. Oh! That open turnbuckle. In the corner again. The Cosa Nostra. This is 3-on-1. Uh-oh. Farah now coming in. Big clothesline. This is brutal. Katsiori trying to fight back for all he's worth, but again, it's been 3-on-1 the majority of this matchup. Where the hell's he going? Where the hell's he going? Katsiori tossed in the middle of the rampway here. What the hell is Big Tommy doing? Oh, he's not on the steel rampway. Not on the steel rampway. Katsiori. Oh, my God. Tommy getting back inside the ring. Referee up to an 8 count. Not like this. Hero, can you get back to the ring? Up to a 9 count. Hero, he's going to beat the count. Oh, but at what cost? No, Tommy off the ropes again. 5 of those splashes in this matchup. Katsiori should have just taken. Oh! He should have just taken the count. Oh, no, 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 no. Are you freaking kidding me? This is inhuman. Oh! Oh, my dear Lord. Oh, my dear Lord. Katsiori took an unbelievable beating at the hands of all 3 members of the Cosa Nostra. In a brutal beating. Unreal. Chairs, repeated shots, the powerbomb on the rampway, the 5 body splashes, the repeated beatings on the outside by the tag team of the Cosa Nostra. This was not a match to win. This was a match to wear down Hiro Katsiori. Right here, folks. This may have caused some serious damage to Hiro. On the steel rampway. This here. This is inhuman. This is King Kong collapsing on a church. Hiro's chest may be caved in. That was not a one-on-one matchup. 3-on-1. The Cosa Nostra with 2 victories now tonight. And the number 1 contender beaten down. Last week on XFW, we saw the Hammer and Billy Rucci assault Hiro Katsiori out in the parking lot, hitting him with glass, hitting him with tables, with steel pipes, and it just continued here tonight in XFW. And this is all a plan, folks. It's not even a well-hidden plan by the boss, Antonio Carino, to continue to weaken the number 1 contender, Hiro Katsiori, in any capacity he can for when their matchup comes to make it easier for him to win. Because the boss has not gone up against anyone significant since winning the title. He's going to wait to the last absolute moment to defend that belt so he can keep it in his grasp a little bit longer. And this is just the rest of the Cosa Nostra laying waste and paving the road to victory for the boss, Antonio Carino. But we're going to continue our matches here. Head down the ringside. More action coming your way next on XFW Danger Zone.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, weighing in at 237 pounds, Raiden Yamashita!
Eddie G asking, when is XFW Mania? Referring to XFW Mat Mania. We have not set a date yet, but we will be soon as we get things squared away here in XFW. Once again, I cannot find the music that I need to for the next matchup. There we go.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in.
Returning to XFW.
Christopherson Pierce.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prince, Christopherson Pierce. Christopherson Pierce, a former XFW United States and Internet champion, back here. The man that claimed he was the 16th in line for the throne of England, which no one can prove was even close to being accurate. He claims to be the United Kingdom's favorite blue blood. I find that very, very hard to believe. Raiden Yamashita and Christopherson Pierce know each other very well. Oh! And here comes Raiden. Welcome back to XFW, Prince Pierce. Raiden not wasting any time. These two know each other very well. Raiden Yamashita defeated Christopherson Pierce to win a championship in the past, and now not looking to be upset by Pierce in his return. Mike and Turo right there to make the count. Both been back to their feet. Knife edge chopped now by Christopherson Pierce, a.k.a. the Prince, and Raiden catches him with a leaping kick to the face, and a Yamashita going up high. Yamashita calling his shot here. Pierce getting back to his feet. Raiden Yamashita coming off and tossing him with an arm drag. Welcome back to XFW. Christopherson Pierce, he is down and out. Raiden now pulling out a ladder. Pierce might have some ring rust on him. Pierce going to take his time to get back in the ring. Mike Atura. Oh, he's going to have some words now with Atura. Here we go, back inside. Pierce blocks the right hand. Pierce now lighting up here. Raiden. Ooh! And an uppercut. But Raiden stays on his feet. Oh, but the clothesline drops him down. Pierce now stomping away. Eddie G saying he misses him. I hope you're not referring to Pierce because... Oh my God! That was impressive. That was a hell of a suplex by Christopherson Pierce. Here's the replay on your top left, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Hooks Raiden, sits down, and tosses him. Up over the back now is Christopherson Pierce, takes him out of the knee. That ladder now in the ring, brought in by Raiden. Pierce now with the ladder. Raiden Yamashita now in trouble. Pierce, oh, he's going to go for the suplex again and toss Raiden up and over. And he's going to the top. Pierce looking for some high flyer mileage tonight. And comes off with a leg drop. Holy crap. The crowd booing. And a kick out by Yamashita. Yamashita now back on the offense. Knife edge chop. Back elbow now by Raiden. Raiden on the knees. Enziguri. Raiden Yamashita looking good. Leg is hooked. But a kick out again by Christopherson. Yamashita has him up on the shoulders. Yamashita driver. Down goes the Prince. 2. And somehow the shoulder comes up. Raiden looks beside himself here. Looking for the moonsault. Pierce gets out of the way. Pierce playing possum. Kick to the midsection. And a vicious elbows. And again. Pierce lighting up Raiden Yamashita. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh, looking for the Tower of London. Christopherson, Pierce now. Holy hell. Pierce turned that matchup right around and winds up with a pinning combination. Wow. That suplex there, folks, was impressive. 2 times Christopherson Pierce able to lock this on this matchup. Almost threw Raiden through the ladder. And then here, the leg drop off the top. Pierce looked good in his return tonight, I've got to say. Raiden, though, kept the assault going. And right here, perching himself on his knee, hitting the Enziguri. But somehow, Christopherson Pierce recovering, getting his second wind. And this brutal elbow assault. And then hitting what he calls the Tower of London. The kick to the midsection. And then, boom, planting him. Face first. And Christopherson Pierce chalks up a victory here tonight in XFW. Capacity crowd not happy with the outcome of this matchup. But I'm sure the Prince is very happy. I did not think we'd see Christopherson Pierce back here in XFW, folks, but anything is possible, to be perfectly honest with you. Time and time again, we've seen wrestlers from the past come back to XFW, and it's been an up and down battle with some of XFW's oldest generations. The legacies, the legends coming back with the new blood, trying to set their stage, trying to climb that ladder to get back up. And folks, we've heard rumblings and rumors that another XFW original is coming back for another run. I'm not going to go and throw out the name. We're going to wait and see if it comes to fruition first to see if this former XFW legend actually does come back to grace our ring with his presence right now. Women's action next as the XFW Women's Champion, T. Adams, collides with Samantha Shields next on XFW Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside. And here comes Shields.
Making her way to the ring from London, England, Samantha Shields.
Samantha Shields, newcomer here to XFW, a number of wins under her belt. Doing very well for her. Gregory and Karen, thank you for following over on TikTok. Thank you for becoming fans here at Bloodsport 6 Streaming and XFW. As Samantha makes her way into the ring. This young lady's been very impressive here in XFW. Definitely likes to show off. I will give her that. But her opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the XFW Women's Champion, one of the members of Morgan Steiner's entourage. What is this? Lights on the center stage, and here comes T. Adams. Tia Adams, one of the most powerful women in our women's division, making her way down to ringside. Tia Adams, a dominant force here in XFW, defeating Alex Webb for the XFW Women's Championship a few months ago. Now proudly sporting it around her waist. Samantha's not showing any fear, but I don't think she realizes what she's in for. And here we go, folks. And right out of the gate, Adams coming with a big boot. But Samantha countered it. Look at this. Oh! Already Samantha Adams showing she's not backing down for the women's champion. And a brutal knee strike. Adams trying to get back to her feet. Shields going to help her down to the canvas. Samantha started things off, now going after the vertical base of the women's champion. Samantha lining up a shot here. Call it a Motaya. Both women now jockeying for position, trying to power their ways through. Adams now showing her power, backing her back to the corner. Referee trying to break it up. Oh, the women's champion lights her up. And there's the big boot. This time it connects. Surprisingly, Morgan Steiner not out here tending to his grandson backstage after his loss tonight to Yuri. Ashwip now off the ropes. Tilt-a-whirl slam now by the women's champion, who's now in control of this contest. Back elbow now by the women's champ. Ropes her up. German suplex, dumping her into the turnbuckle in the corner. Your head bounces off of that, folks, and it can be brutal. Off the ropes, drop kick now by the women's champ. Adams. Oh, Adams. Her ego only inflates over time, kicking dust on Samantha Shields. Both ladies now again struggling. Samantha trying to, oh, look at this now. Shields showing her power. That's impressive. Referee trying to break him up. Oh, and here comes Shields with the right hand. But here comes the women's champ. Again, waist lock now. Adams swinging it around. Snapmare takedown now by Samantha Shields. Chin lock applied. Rest hold. Shields trying to get back. Oh, what a nice counter by Adams back into a hammer lock. Oh, stiff shot there. Spins her right around. Snapmare now by the women's champ. And now into a chin lock. Oh! Brutal elbow by the women's champion. Shields trying to get back to her feet. Hammerlock down by Adams. Driving shots into the elbow. Adams firmly in control of this matchup. Shields fighting back now, breaks the hold. Shields down with an Irish whip. Waiting in, catches her. Oh, but a knee strike to the face by Adams, breaks the hold. Uh-oh. Hoisting her up, Samantha Shields eats canvas from a power bomb. Bent her in half, and that's it. Holy cow. Shields put up one hell of a battle. A back and forth match, but Adams with this powerbomb, boom! Shields just bent in half. And the 1, 2, 3. Wow. The women's champion victorious tonight on Danger Zone. Wow. Tia Adams, the match got off to a rough start for her, but she turned the match around and blasted Samantha Shields with the victory in an impressive match back and forth. It was here tonight on XFW Danger Zone. Now, folks, our main event is right around the corner, an impressive one at that. Tiger Ramirez, the XFW United States Champion, who's been taking on all comers left and right, up tonight against, and I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, someone who has been up and coming in the rankings, none other than Alex Quinn, Esquire. Yes, I have to say Esquire. It's actually in his contract, and we have to say it because his daddy bought him his contract here in XFW. One half of the varsity club, Alex Quinn, going up against the XFW United States Champion, Tiger Ramirez, folks. And quite frankly, I don't think Alex Quinn deserves this matchup, folks. I don't think he's in Tiger Ramirez's league. But unfortunately, he has been winning matches left and right. Even his flunky, Troy, has been winning matches more and more and more here in XFW. And they didn't have any spots in the independent leagues. They just came in because their daddies bought them contracts as part of an advertising deal with XFW. But Tiger Ramirez, a veteran, a third-generation superstar, a multi-time champion here in XFW, in our main event next, up against Alex Quinn. Let's head down to ringside. Oh, I talked too long. We're already in the ring. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Quinn, Tiger Ramirez. Already on our main event here. Shots here by Tiger. Alex Quinn answering with his own elbows a second ago. Collar and elbow tie-up. Tiger Ramirez, as I said, third-generation superstar. Shoving him down to the canvas, charging in. Grabbing on now by Alex Quinn. Tiger following in the footsteps of his grandfather, Panther Ramirez, and his father, Lion Ramirez. Waistlock now by Alex Quinn. Quinn on the schoolboy roll up on Tiger with a kick out. Both men getting back to their feet. Tiger takes a shot to the top of the head. Roll underneath. Nice roll there by Tiger Ramirez. Into a DDT. The explosive offense of Tiger Ramirez can come out of nowhere. Two and a kick out. Tiger Ramirez has been a fighting champion ever since winning the XFW United States Championship away from Brody Daniels. Ooh, roundhouse kick there by the champ. Scoop slam now by Tiger. Quinn against the ropes. Tiger lighting him up. Tiger now, look at this, up. Tiger now on the ropes. Oh my dear Lord, that was spectacular. A cover by Tiger. But a kick out. This, ladies and gentlemen, was insane. Ramirez up on the ropes, back into a DDT in amazing fashion. And that is what makes Tiger Ramirez a show stealer here in XFW. Usher up into the ropes, shoulder tackle, neither man can go down. Quinn now grabs Tiger by the back of the head, slams him face first. Where the hell did that ladder come from? Troy Grant on the outside, Quinn on the top rope. Quinn, sunset flip powerbomb, sends the champion reeling. Stiff kick in the back now by Quinn. Wrenching back on the knees. Working on the hamstring now, Tiger Ramirez. What is Quinn doing? I thought he was going to go for a springboard. I've never seen Alex Quinn go for a springboard unless he's learning new things here in XFW. Quinn now, ooh, was going for a chin lock, but Ramirez fired back. Rights and lefts now by Tiger. Tiger now, oh, slap right across the face. And here we go, knife edge chop. Another slap by Tiger Ramirez. These two are now going to go back and forth at it. Right hand block now by Alex Quinn. Another block by Quinn. Tiger now receiving out of a number of shots. Quinn with a big left hand and sends the champion down. Quinn going to the top rope. Not his forte. The high risk, high reward of signing. The audience said, I'm with Quinn. Ooh, with Tiger with a shot to the midsection. Tiger Ramirez rolls through. Tiger suplex. Wraps him up. Pinning combination now. Two. And a kick out by Quinn. Just at the referee came down 2.8. Tiger now with an elbow shot. Into a wheelbarrow, holds on, one arm drag. Tiger Ramirez charging in, catching the drop kick. Quinn stays on his feet, absorbed the shot there, and now Quinn with an Irish whip. Tilt twirl into a side slam. Tiger Ramirez shoulders are down. Just about a 2 count. Ramirez gets a shoulder up. Surprisingly, this match has been pretty evenly matched throughout. Quinn getting in more offense than I would have given him pressure for. Sweeps out the leg down Ramirez. Ramirez kicks out. Both men back to their feet. Ramirez. Quinn looking for a powerbomb. Ramirez turns him up inside out. Dragon Rana. Pinning combination. 2. And again, Quinn gets the shoulder out. Ramirez now drops the leg. Ramirez and a springboard moonsault. Ramirez again with a cover here. And another kick out. Ramirez starting to look a little frustrated here. Collar double tie it. Ramirez going to set him up and over the top rope. Ramirez looking a little frustrated here. Ramirez going to go high. Ramirez through the ropes and catches him. Both men down. Ramirez in the suicide dive. He did not land well, but he's back on his feet. Both men crashing to the outside arena floor. Ooh, Quinn into the barricade. Corey Grant looking on, surprisingly not getting himself interjected so far in this matchup. Ramirez going to the top rope here. Ramirez double axe handle. Ramirez again with a cover. And again a kick out by Alex Quinn. Frustration really starting to mount here on the United States champion. Ooh, roundhouse kick. Delivered. And now going after the arm. Trying to weaken the striking shots here of Alex Quinn. Ramirez now on the middle rope. Up and over. Beautiful maneuver by Tiger Ramirez. Takes him up and over. And now a clothesline. Ramirez now going to the top rope. Ramirez pointing his shot here in the replay. Meanwhile, Tiger Ramirez off the top and a coup de grace. Tiger Ramirez real quick over. Cover again on the challenger. And again, Quinn somehow gets the shoulder up. How is beyond me. Stomp for good measure there by Alex Quinn, or to Alex Quinn. Quinn now grabbing on. Quinn's got him on the shoulders. Quinn, oh, the exposed steel turnbuckle. Oh, that exposed ring. And now Quinn in control has cut off all the momentum of Tiger Ramirez. Big shot there again by Quinn. Ramirez now in trouble. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh. Up. And down goes Tiger Ramirez. Quinn's finishing maneuver. 2. Oh, but Tiger gets the shoulder up. Tiger now rolling to the outside wisely. The crowd now chanting, we got a table in play. Ramirez back to his feet. Quinn now. Ooh, Quinn diving in for a dropkick. Ramirez countering. Lands a shot to the head. I think Quinn got a little overzealous. Big elbow there by Tiger. Ramirez backs him into the corner. Ramirez with that chair that Quinn brought into the match. Oh boy. Oh boy. Tiger looking to utilize that table. Quinn brought it in all the way up. Oh my dear Lord. Oh my dear Lord. Tiger Ramirez now standing over Alex Quinn in a table riddled. Snapmares him over. Tiger's tail in Saguri. Tiger with the cover. And Ramirez with the victory. Tiger Ramirez in a hard-fought battle gets the victory over Alex Quinn. And I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen, that was a hell of a contest. Alex Quinn, I've got to give some credit, put up a hell of a battle. But once again, Ramirez is going to come through with the highlight reels here and show once again why he is the XFW United States Champion. What a battle. But Ramirez is showing the resiliency, showing the intestinal fortitude, the drive, the willpower to overcome anything thrown his way. And Tiger Ramirez comes out on top after landing the Tiger's tail in Saguri. Right here in the debris of that table. Sets him up. Boom! Right to the head, and Ramirez will get the pin. Troy Grant looks beside himself with disbelief. And a win for the United States Champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow night for XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the folks over on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. Thank you for joining us here. We'll see you next time with more XFW action.